Hey, welcome back to another episode of Open Shutter, another Wednesday evening. Have the great pleasure of welcoming Steve, Kelly, and Eric on from the trip. So huge shout out to them for taking the time because they are super busy with just making content. So thanks, guys, for coming on and talking all things YouTube because I think a lot of people want to start YouTube, but I think people don't know how to start or don't know where to start or the advantages and disadvantages of YouTube. So hopefully we can get into that kind of stuff. But yeah, thanks again, guys. If you guys are coming from the trip side and you guys don't know what this show's about, try to do this show weekly or bi-weekly and try to just connect creators to creators and talk about why we make things and how we make things and where we want to go with the things. So if you make something you want to come on, follow Open Shutter YouTube on Instagram and be happy to chat. And yeah, funny story. I think I said this in the last collab that we did, but like I met Kelly, Eric, and Steve when I filmed my first freaking video for YouTube.
That's
wild.
Yeah.
Before I even there's no video. It's like my first video for YouTube ever in life. I'm like, yeah, man, you guys are class, right? It's a funny story.
Back at it was like a tutorial, right?
Yeah, you guys are doing that tutorial. Brownie in Provincial Park. And I was there because there was like an Instagram meetup or something.
Yeah, exactly. I remember we connected afterwards and we chatted for a little bit. It was fun.
Yeah, it's funny how these your paths cross.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that was 2018, and we're still on YouTube, guys. It's a freaking.
That was 2018.
That was 2018.
Holy cannoli!
That was 2018. Yeah, that's 2018. Yeah, that's 2018 because I didn't even know what Premiere was at that time.
Oh, really? Wow.
I didn't even know what it was. Do you know what Michael Frederick Joyce the fourth?
Kind of.
It's in the comments. Everyone's looking good. I'll put it in the comment here.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, Mike. Thanks for joining us,
buddy. Good to see you.
Mike is a regular in our live streams and comments on all our videos.
Yeah, he's been a huge supporter of our channel for a long time.
Also a current member.
Yeah, he's a member.
Yeah,
big channel supporter. So what's up, Mike? Good to see you, buddy.
Thanks, Mike, for coming on.
Yeah.
I guess for people that don't know what your channel's about, how would you describe your channel to someone?
A hot mess express.
No.
Hot mess express. That's actually my channel description, by the way.
I think our channel, I don't know. It started as doing vlogs of just doing stuff that we wanted to do and filming it. Then the pandemic hit and we kind of were limited. So we started doing fast food reviews of stuff. And then we ended up doing that for probably 2 years solid of fast food stuff.
Through the entire pandemic. Yeah, it was the easiest thing we could do to create content while everyone was locked down.
And then not to be whatever, but we kind of got bored of it. The 10th McDonald's burger we tried and we're all just like, this is good.
Specifically the fast food stuff.
Yeah, we got tired of that. So we decided to do some more vlog type stuff, but we kind of tried to do vlog stuff that was kind of like Canada-ish.
Yeah, that's sort of one of our, if we're not having fun making the video, then people are probably having fun watching the video. So we wanted to make sure that was a key piece of what we're still, we're still having fun making these, right?
And we thought showing some Canada stuff for people, a lot of people are surprised about stuff in Canada, which is weird because all of us in Canada think it's boring, but other people like it. We do some cooking stuff because we suck and it's funny.
It's fun to watch us fail in the kitchen.
So yeah, I would say now we're more vloggy than anything.
Yeah, we're talking with it offline. How you guys kind of like that more, right? A little bit.
Yeah, it's more fun to do because, like Eric said, it's we're actually out doing stuff that you probably would just be too lazy to do. But it's no, we're gonna go out and do it. Now I do have to say that doing the vlog stuff is a lot harder with 3 people's schedule because you have to plan it a lot more, or the cooking. Trying a random burger is pretty easy. You can do that in 20 minutes, on a Tuesday night. But the vlogs are a bit harder. But yeah, I think
interesting. It's cool because you guys are 3, right? So I'm curious how do you guys streamline the process?
It's taken a while.
A lot of tears.
Yeah.
I would say a year ago we were doing oh my gosh, we have a video next week to do. What are we gonna go do?
Yeah. We shoot on Mondays typically, and we would be on Sunday or Saturday, be like, what are we doing? Is there any new food I have to try? What do we do here? And then it just wasn't. a good way to work, right?
Yeah, and then I think it was like January, February last year. I don't know if it's both you, not me. They're the planner headers. I'm not. So now actually we plan a month out.
That's nice.
So we plan when we're gonna shoot them, when they're gonna prem. It changes sometimes given our schedules, but we have we know we're doing these 8 videos.
We get like the framework down of when we're gonna shoot where and when, especially like you said, because there's 3 of us. So then we look at work schedules, outside life schedules, all that stuff gets in the way too. So sometimes it's a floating target, but we try and have a good framework of where we're going.
And I think it's definitely worked.
It's made it a lot. I'm speaking because Eric and I edit most of the videos. Kelly does videos too now. She's editing more, but it definitely makes it easy editing side.
Premiere? What are you using?
Final Cut.
Final Cut.
Yeah, I do. They're just way faster at editing, and they like me. It just takes forever. But I do try to help out, when I can. But for every 5 videos they each do, I do 1. If that's
right.
It all helps. So it helps.
Yeah, exactly.
That is one of the perks of there being 3 of us. Is
I was gonna say there's 3.
All that stuff too.
Yeah, it's we're super lucky. We I know there's a lot of like yourself, but some of our Jackie and stuff, they're just on their own, and I don't know how they do it. I don't know how you guys do it.
To stay motivated and to keep doing it as a solo creator, I can't see that being I can see it being challenging for sure.
With real life jobs too.
Yeah, doing this on the side. It's I think people don't realize how much work it is to consistently create content. No, it's fine. I mean, I'm not complaining. I love doing it, but it is a lot of work.
It's time consuming, and that's why it's what is it? 5 years later, we're still doing it because we actually
of course, you have to. I just think
I actually signed a contract 5 years ago.
Shut up.
I'm bound to this
contract.
No, and I think, like I said, it just because Steve and Eric have a background in video stuff, so I think it helps them keep that going and be creative and stuff, and they just sort of drag me in it.
Yeah. It's good. Well, I mean, your channel, I think, is just a great example of just being consistent. Right? Have you guys missed a week at all? Ever?
With 0 content?
I think
with nothing.
A planned week. I think we've at one point, I think we've been hey, we're not doing videos for this week, but not often.
No,
very rare.
It's been very few.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. It's consistent. People will just it's a new week. It's Tuesday, whatever day it is. It's there should be a video coming out today. So,
well, one of the things way back. I mean, we have them mostly, but all 3 of us have spent a lot of time, watching videos and reading stuff about the tricks to YouTube, like anybody does. And, I just always remember one of the first things was just be consistent. So we've always tried to keep that. And, it's weird to not this past week or whatever, we didn't do an upload on Saturday because we just, we were missing a video. We just didn't have time. And nobody noticed, but I don't know. I was just I feel so bad. It's normally a day.
You feel it. You feel it. Yeah, you feel it.
Because
it's almost like you're breaking your promise to yourself.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right? It's almost I feel it's almost I feel myself.
It's
a weird thing, but it's good and bad. Just because it kind of keeps you going. You kind of have that discipline, just kind of getting the video done. I always think that having that discipline is good, but you also have to be worried about burnout and all that, because that can also creep in too, right? So you need to make sure that, well, for me personally, I need to make sure that I'm making it because I want to make it, not because I feel I have to do it or else the world's gonna end, which is not gonna happen. But
and I think that's when we did that transition from the fast food stuff, we just didn't like doing it. So we could feel it.
Yeah, you can feel some of that burnout creeping in.
And we could just feel it. We were, kind of felt like we were phoning it in. It's okay, we know we can sit down here, turn this camera on, turn the lights on, and rattle through something in 10 minutes, edit it in 15 minutes, and it's done. It's that's cool. That gets a video out, but is that the video we want to put out? Not necessarily.
Exactly. The goal is not to just put out a video fast. It's to put out a good video.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, too, especially with the fast food stuff, I mean, that got pricey. That got expensive to do 2 videos a week, just ordering random fast food. That, to be honest, people used to make fun of us because way back when we would get a burger and we would cut it into 3s. But I'm A, it's expensive, and B, we don't all want to be eating all this food.
Well, that was the double-edged sword, but really, I mean, we live up here in Canada, fast food, it's, $15 a meal, thereabouts. It's $45 a pop. At least it's it gets expensive, and
Yeah.
Unfortunately, YouTube is nowhere near paying the bills, so it's you know.
Yeah, and I think it was that tied in with the fact that we don't really love doing it. So it's like, well, why are we investing money, investing time, and
our energy into something where we're kind of just going through the motions? Yeah,
because the audience feels it. They know when you.
They'll sense it. Yeah, they'll sense it. And like you'll know it too in your heart. That's not what you want to do. And then you do that for a long time. It's like, why don't we want to make videos anymore? That's why so many people from YouTube like quit because
you get
hate it.
Yeah.
It's hard because you get pigeonholed by YouTube. Really.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, you're this channel. This is the content you make. This is where you're going to show people. This we're going to show to these people.
Yeah.
You start to deviate away from that. You can do it, but you've got to realize that there could be repercussions in terms of views and watch time and stuff like that. But
we have a perfect example of that.
Yeah, like some of our biggest videos we've done were Filipino food videos, which are awesome. We had so much fun doing them, and the food's been, it was a ton of fun to do them and stuff like that. But we're not gonna just keep making them because they're doing well for us.
But YouTube started not liking our non-Filipino videos.
Yeah, but it's
so it was like, no, like
the algorithm is dumb in a way, right? Because it was YouTube would like push our videos to the Filipino audience. It was a Filipino food video, so it'd be like watch. We put up something that wasn't a Filipino food video. The algorithm still pushes it to that audience,
and
they don't click it, so the video just dies on the vine.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
but I think like it would have been really easy for us to just dive right into that Filipino market that we had good success with and just continually do videos. And we did but I mean, we like the food and we're like, who doesn't want to be like, oh, these are hitting well, let's keep doing it. But, we all kind of were like, actually, well, we don't want to be just a Filipino food video channel because that's not really what we want. So we actively were like, we're just going to stop doing this for a little bit.
Do them very sporadically.
It takes guts to do that too.
I mean, not going to lie, like every single Filipino video we've done, knock on wood, has done super well for us. So, I mean, we kind of were stupid not to follow down that path, but we knew we didn't want to do that forever. So
I guess we followed our hearts, not the money.
Yeah. Well, it's good. I mean, not everyone would do that. Everyone would just kind of like keep pushing the Filipino foods, right?
But we also knew a year from now we would be like, okay, well, how many more Filipino foods can we try? And we'd be sitting here like
in the middle of suburban Canada. That's not a long, that's not a long runway.
Yeah, so it's like we actively made that decision, and not gonna lie, in complete honesty, I think for all of us it was like, whoa, but we could just keep going with this.
It's like you see, it's like, wow, these videos are doing really well, and like the people we've met through those videos, like we've had a lot of people come to our channel and as members or just in our live streams and stuff. They've been super friendly and cool. It's been awesome, but it's like, this is not our
niche.
It's sort of like, let's it's short-term pain for hopefully long-term gain by not leaning into them even more.
Well, I feel like the last thing I said is that the more you know, like, we'll star over the top of it.
Yeah.
Follow your hearts, not the money.
Then we tried to like pivot a little to like just international foods in general. And they still did pretty well. But again, it's those Filipino. I mean, the Filipinos love watching other people try their food.
They're very passionate people.
Super passionate. Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, that was kind of, it's been definitely when we were doing them more consistently, the Filipino videos, and then YouTube was kind of like, keep on going. We're like,
Jackie's in the chat.
Oh, Jackie.
Oh, hey,
Jackie, what's going on?
Thanks for joining us. I feel like it's my go-to for when I'm on our own stream.
I would, because there's always that argument of like, on YouTube, you need to make it for the audience, which I kind of agree with, but I think you can also make it for yourself too at the same time. Like if you're not for me, it's like when people start YouTube, they're making it for them.
Yeah.
There is no audience. You're just making videos and putting them up. So if you get success, why should that change?
And I don't think
that's what got you there.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think those two things are exclusive either, right? Like it's not like you make it for the audience or for yourself. Right.
You want to find that sweet.
That's what I don't understand. Like you need to like people like Marquez Brownlee. I'm sure he still makes it for himself in a little bit.
Yeah.
He likes the tech.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like it's
it's
the biggest thing, I think there's a lot. I mean, you know, you look at the numbers, how many people watch YouTube. It's just trying to find those people that are into what you are talking about. You know, that's it's easier said than done because YouTube doesn't always make it that easy to do.
No.
But that's what it is. It's just like, again, you look at like Marquez, like you said, look at him, like, you know, when he was like 12 or 13 years old making these videos.
Exactly.
You know, so he was doing it because he loved it.
He was doing it because he liked the tech.
That's right. And then you find that, you know, you connect to an audience that are into it and just kind of, you grow together.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's done amazing.
I mean, I can't tell you the amount of hours that we've all spent, like, talking about and brainstorming, like, the direction of the channel and, like, you know, taking into consideration, like, sort of like, you know, what's popular on YouTube versus our interests versus what we want to do. And, like, you know, it's just a lot. And I think I shouldn't say a lot of people, but I know there's some people that, you know, start YouTube channels because they want to, you know, make some extra money, have a side hustle. Yeah, totally commendable. Absolutely. Yeah. But it's just, it's a lot harder than that. You have to be committed. Yeah. Like, you have to really, because you're not going to, you have to be, because it's not like an overnight thing. Unless you're super lucky and you like blow up overnight because you have a viral video. But it's hard. It's a lot.
It's definitely, it's a marathon. It's not a race. It's a marathon.
Yeah. And like, for me, it's like, I always ask myself, well, Paul, if you had like 1 million subscribers, what would you actually do for 1 million subscribers? Like, what is it that you would actually do for these people? So you always have to kind of like keep things realistic for yourself. Like, okay, if I'm like super famous on YouTube, but what am I actually going to do for these people now? Right. Because then you can lose that audience overnight too. You can gain it and you can also lose it overnight. So you need to make sure, like, what are you trying to do with like your content? Like, what is it that you're trying to achieve, and where is it that you're trying to go, versus just like some random video that goes viral and all of a sudden, you know, you have like 1 million subscribers, and then now what?
Well, then that's, so you hear about that a lot. Yeah, you hear a lot about that people say that, sometimes the worst thing to do is to go viral.
Sometimes, because you can lose it so quickly, because people will be like, okay, this is boring. Like, next.
Yeah.
Or now do it again. You know,
do it again. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like, you know, exactly. It's, you know, you really just gotta put the time and the effort in to connect with people, and then just build your.
It's about
subscribe that way.
Yeah, you guys have built like a really great community of people, right? That really support you, right? So I mean, it's a rock, right? It's like a foundation.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Well, you're like I was just gonna say, like, one of the best rewards out of doing this is the people that we've met, like, online. And I mean, it's just amazing, and we can't thank them enough. Like, there's some people like Mike and Jack. I mean, Mike's here, Jackie's here. But we have a lot of people that have been consistently with us for like years, through the changes of content, through the whatever. And it's you need those people, because they're the base of your community, and they're, you know, hopefully in theory, they're like, they hype you up, they hype other people up to potentially watch you, but fundamentally they're just like the core group of why the channel, you know,
why we do it,
why we
put these videos out. It's like, you see these people enjoying it, and it's, you know, it's really cool to see that people are digging what you put out there.
It's really cool. Like, people from all over, like, you know, the world too, right? Like, we got people from the UK that watch us, the United States, obviously some of our Filipino friends. Like,
it's crazy
that we wouldn't have really had a chance to meet otherwise, really.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, they're the reasons why we go live every week, to talk to them, right? Like, it's I don't think that I mean, I know some of them are here, but I don't think that, you know, it's hard for us to convey our, you know, gratitude, because I don't think they all realize how much they actually keep us motivated, or keep, you know, it's.
Now's your chance to tell them.
I know, but I feel like it always comes across like disingenuous. But like, we have conversations all the time, the three of us, about like, you know, the community and the regular faces and the people that are commenting, and even like, you know, Jackie, Mike, that isn't even a creator, but still came over to join here to, like, you know, support your live and to hang out. Like, those are the people that are the foundation of.
I mean, we've been super lucky. I mean, knock on wood, you know, obviously YouTube is open to the, you know, videos are open for anyone in the comments. So not everyone is there to say, hey, I enjoyed your content. But by and large, we've been super lucky, met so many great people. you know, everyone's been really supportive of us, and it's been, you know, it's been a ton of fun, and that's it is exactly why we keep doing it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, like I think it's very easy to look at like the stats on YouTube and just like see numbers, but you always have to remember that there's people behind those numbers.
Oh yeah.
Right. So whenever I see, 20 people watch a video, 30 people watch a video, some people may say, well, that's not a lot of views, but then you also have to remember, these are like 30 people watching something that you've made, which I think, regardless of like the view count, it's just a matter of like putting it out there and see like if it connects with someone. And if it does, that's super cool because no one told you to do this. You've taken on your own initiative to make it, and hey, if it connects, it connects, which is great, right?
And I mean, you're putting yourself out there to public scrutiny and
I mean, I tell people all the time, like, you can make a YouTube video, but you may not make it public.
Yeah,
there's a certain level of like courage to make it go public, especially when you're in front of the camera.
Yeah,
not everyone's cool with that, right?
Yeah, and I mean, like, anytime one of our videos gets 1 view, we're like, okay, somebody watched it, right? Like, we're like, okay, woo, that's good. Yeah, I mean, I think it's hard sometimes not to get caught up in the numbers because, again, like everybody wants to, be the next Mr. Beast or whatever. But deep down inside, it's like, look, one person watched it. That's a success in my book. Out of the billions of people on YouTube, one person watched it. I'll take it.
Well, you look at like when from our day one starting this channel to where we are now, it's like we would have killed to have this then. So it's like,
oh yeah, it's all
for sure.
Great. It's just, you try not to, but you look around, you see other channel, whoever they are, and it's like,
comparison.
I always say this.
The thief of joy.
That's right.
Exactly. I always say this because I think it was Paul that posted on his Instagram one time, but like the stats of like the percentage of people who have,
it's crazy.
You're like, what? Wow, that is really cool when you see the numbers of like the percentage of 1,000 subs.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's like very small percentage of channels have 1,000 subs on YouTube.
Yeah, it's
very small percentage.
It's weird.
Because all we see are like the top people, right? That's all you keep seeing are the top. So we just think in our head, there must be like 1 million people with like 1 million subscribers, and that's not the case.
No.
It's very small, very small.
It's crazy.
So no, yeah, and like you say, you look at you take someone like a Mr. Beast or something like that, but he's like,
he's a unicorn.
It'd be like, in the real world, being like, okay, well, I'm going to use Elon Musk to compare my salary with.
No, you can't.
Elon Musk, like, you can't do it, right? Like, they're hyper focused, hyper successful. They are not the norm by any means.
No.
But they're the ones that everyone uses that example of, like, look what you can do on YouTube.
Of course.
But no one's
dangling the carrot. You can have this too. Meanwhile,
I'm sure there's a ton of channels there that have 100,000 subscribers, a couple hundred that are doing phenomenal, right? But they're not that top tier, so they kind of get forgotten about.
Well, look, like, I don't think I ever thought we were going to get 100 subs. Then we never thought we were going to get 1,000 subs.
Yeah. Now you guys are what, almost 12, no?
10,000 subs was just like, no, that's like, what?
Yeah.
I haven't looked. I think we're like 11 now.
11? Almost 12?
I think we're getting there.
I stopped looking because I was like, this is crazy. I mean, I see it every so often, but I don't like actively look. But it's like I said, our first 100 were like, there's no way even 100 people are gonna. So.
They always say the first 100 is the toughest for some reason. I don't know. The first 100 is always the toughest.
I'm guessing it's because a lot of people, when they upload their first video or the first few videos, not getting that instant, like,
you're not getting the instant gratification.
You're kind of just like, screw this.
Well, I think that's what happens to a lot of people is they, make a video or 2 videos and then they don't go anywhere and you're just like, oh, this is impossible.
Well, we had an interesting strategy because you did a lot of the research before we launched our first video. Remember, you were like, we need to film like.
We had like 4 or 5 videos shot and edited. So when we launched the channel, there was a couple of videos there to hopefully
keep people.
It wouldn't just be one video.
It wasn't a one and done. It's like at least there's a few videos people can kind of get a feel for who we are and what we do, and then from there just kind of kept building on.
Give people that chance to click on a couple of our videos.
Yeah. Whether it helped or not, I don't, I don't know. I don't remember, but
yeah, but I mean,
it seemed like a good idea at the time.
It's all like, you guys are very much into the research behind stuff and the tips and the tricks and the could works and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, hours and hours have been spent, kind of trying to strategize.
Well, just trying to see, because there's always, I don't think any of us are foolish enough to think that we know what we're doing.
No.
Or that we have figured this thing out by any stretch of the word. There's always something new to learn, always something new to try.
Yeah.
So we try different things, like with our, if you watch our videos over the years, the openings are different. There are no openings anymore. There was trail, we've done all sorts of, just experimentation.
It's part of it though. I think you need to go down that route of just exploring what you like to do and what works and what doesn't work. And
yeah.
Oh, exactly.
It'll keep changing though, right? I think it should keep changing.
Oh yeah, I think if you think you've figured it out, then you're probably too late. You're already done. You don't even know.
Yeah, it's
I'm an expert. Nope.
Yes.
And even those days where like I said, we have a pretty compact schedule as far as our video shoots and then everybody's regular life schedule. And there's some days where it's on the calendar, because we have a calendar, we all put all that stuff in so we can see it. And there's some days where it's damn, I really don't want to shoot this video today. I'm so tired, or I just want to, but we all still do it. And then once we do it, it's fun. But I mean, I think that if you didn't love to do it, you would have just said, I'm going to stay home and screw the shoot. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, like an example, look at today. I mean, we all, I'll speak for all four of us that we worked today, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you do a 9-to-5 job and you come home and,
Yeah.
where are we doing now? Most people would be watching TV on the couch, watching Netflix. We're
Yeah.
having a chat with some of our friends.
Yeah.
Oh, David's here.
Hey, David, what's going on, brother?
David's here. Yeah.
Thanks for popping in, David.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always easy. It's always easy not to do it, but it's kind of like going to the gym. You always feel good after.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly.
You always feel good after. It's just the going part's tough.
We've
That's the way I see it.
We've also had some we've learned over the course of 4 or 5 years, we have learned we have a max of videos we can shoot in one day where we start getting grumpy and
burned out. Yeah.
And burned out.
Yeah.
And so we've learned that, because way back when we used to try and cram in 5 videos.
We'll shoot 5 videos on a Saturday. We've learned that that's not.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Kelly gets really angry. Not me.
No, but think of also there's a limit of how much food you can eat too, right?
Well, that's
when we were doing the fast food videos, we did the what's that Filipino fast food place? Jollibee.
Oh.
We ordered the entire Jollibee menu pretty much, and we sat down here and we ate it all. And by the end of 5 videos, we all felt so gross. We're like, oh my god.
Why did you do this?
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure if you watch the video, I forget the last thing we ate was, but we're probably sweating at that point. Our faces are red.
I know, but it's just so we've learned and I think we've had out of the whole career span of our YouTube, I think there's only been one video where we have shot and we were no, we're not.
Yeah, I edited it. I was I don't want to put this up. We're not good.
Yeah, because we were.
You want to put it up?
No, I didn't put it up.
You like it?
No.
Our energy wasn't there.
We just had zero energy. We just looked. We didn't want to be there at all.
Yeah.
So I was you know what? I'm editing this, and I don't want to edit it anymore. So it can be sad.
Yeah.
So
sad.
I don't want to I don't make the all those the audience sad. So let's just not put it up.
No, and that's smartest thing to do.
Yeah.
No, it's again, it's very easy not to do it. When it's not your job, you're not really getting paid for it. It's up to you to upload and
exactly. No one's gonna call it. Hey guys, you got to do that video. You've got to get it out there free. Well, it's no, you do it if you want to it or not.
And somebody else will just do it instead, right?
Well, and that's the thing exactly. Someone else will do that video.
Yeah. Are there other channels that do what you do in the Toronto area?
I mean, I'm sure there may be, but
I think there are.
Honestly, for myself, I don't search that out a lot, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys watch a bit more YouTube than I do. I just found at one point in time, I was kind of internally would look at other channels that sort of did the same thing as us, and it'd be they're getting more views on their videos. Like, what are we doing wrong? And like comparing. And I was like, no, they're doing their thing. They're rocking it. They're killing it. We're doing our thing. We're rocking it. The comparing's just not good for anybody. So I kind of just stopped paying attention to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we just kind of started focusing more on like looking at our analytics and what do we see in our analytics for our stuff, and just looking at that stuff and what can we do better for ourselves.
There's always going to be somebody better than you.
Well, not that they're better, it's just they're
like statistically better,
but
right?
it's just they're different, and we're not them, and they're not us, and just like Paul's not us, we're not him. We're not going to, you just do you. Because you try and put on a fake front and be like,
people see it.
It's just not going to work either.
Yeah. If like everyone tries to be Casey, it's not going to work out well.
No, exactly.
It's not going to work out well.
No, Casey does well because he's Casey Neistat and he's got his own vibe.
Exactly.
Anyone else trying to copy, or just gonna be like, okay.
Yeah. It just be awkward. Throw some sunglasses or a skateboard around. It's just not going to work, Eric.
Yeah. It's just.
I think our whole thing is.
I like that tip. You kind of like stay focused on you, right?
I think that's the biggest thing. Just focus on what you can do better for your stuff.
I think at a time we were all a little bit.
Well, it's easy to look
obsessed with looking at other things and being like, oh, this person got this or this person got that, or why can't we get that? We're doing the same thing, and it doesn't matter. Everybody has their own, like community, and it's just.
We're all on our own journeys, and what's good for us is not good for somebody else, and vice versa. Yeah,
exactly.
It's easy to get caught up in that stuff.
And I'm just thankful for the stats and people that we have. So.
Yeah, exactly. We're thankful for what we get.
Yeah, I think being thankful is a huge part. I think just being able to kind of like, for me, it's like, get better at thumbnails and get better at titles and get better at like tags. Like beyond like the editing, the filming, it's like there's all this other admin stuff that you have to do and have to be good at. Like it's, for me, it's like that's where I have to get better at too, right?
Well, especially because there's like stats for all of that stuff. So like you can see that your thumbnail is performing super crappy, and you can see that your thumbnail is doing really well. So it's like there's constant stats for that.
Yeah,
so
there's plugins you can get too, like vidIQ and other stuff like that really that really can show you how you.
Well, I think YouTube's rolling out an A/B testing for thumbnails now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. I don't know when, but I saw it's coming out for some creators at least.
So sometimes it's hard not to get like super.
It's easy. Analytics overload. It's totally possible.
Oh God, yeah.
In the stats team, the stats department.
Yeah, exactly. There's so much data there that it's
Do you guys like doing thumbnails and titles and all that? You guys like that?
Kelly does the thumbnails.
I hate titles. Titles stress me out. I am not good at descriptions of videos and titles. They're the like creative word people. I am awful at that.
Yeah.
Thumbnails, I'm trying to like learn, and I want to like be able to do them better, but it's just like, it's just.
I hate it. I hate thumbnails.
And thumbnails are like, it's like its own entity of like time. Like you can spend 2 hours on a thumbnail.
I know. That's why I hate it.
Who has 2 hours to spend on a thumbnail, right? Like it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, and there's always extra complications too. Like it's not just the thumbnail anymore, because when you hover your mouse or whatever over like the video, thumbnail appears and starts playing the first bit of the video, right?
That's right.
So people are saying that the thumbnail is important, but also important now is to have a real like catchy intro that people will say, oh, think
yeah. No, I know it's
It's a lot.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you can go down rabbit holes with tips and tricks and stuff, but at the end of the day, if the video content's not good, then people are gonna watch.
Or you're not like, people don't like watching you. Like I get it. Like there's lots of people out there who think like all three of us or one of us are annoying as hell. I mean, that's just human nature. That's fine. But people like
annoying. I won't hear of this.
But like people like we're like not. And that's the thing. Like we always just say like we are who we are on camera in real life. I mean, maybe a bit more censored.
I can vouch for that.
No, and that's what we always said. I said to these guys when we started some of this, I'm like, I would just like it that someone watched our channel. Like, I'd like to hang out with those guys. They somebody that'd be cool to go have a beer with. That was always the vibe I was kind of hoping to get across.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Not experts and stuff. We're just three friends who like to make videos and hang out and invite everyone to hang out with us.
Yeah. I think not taking yourself so seriously, I think sometimes helps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like we've made videos where we're like, can we cook things? Because we're like, we are horrible. We're getting better now because we've done a lot of these videos, but like, you probably couldn't find 3 worse people to cook.
Yeah.
We cooked a full turkey dinner to see if we could cook Gordon Ramsay's turkey.
Yeah.
But we do
How'd
it
that
full
come out?
expected. Actually went out pretty good, surprisingly, but
It was good, yeah.
we go in expecting that it's probably gonna go terrible. And that's sometimes part of the fun, I
Well,
think.
here's an example. Our stupid candy apples that we're gonna do. We're like, this is so easy. There's like 2 ingredients. It's gonna be like a 3-minute video. We're gonna rock it. It was the most disastrous video we've ever done in our whole entire life, but we still put it up because I'm like, this is just us. Like, we're trying.
This is us feeling at cooking stuff. So here we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's relatable. Like, we don't want people to think we're experts at all these things that we're not. Like,
no. We were so not cocky. Like, we shot 2 cooking videos that day. We shot, what was the first one?
I can't remember.
Was it an apple pie?
Yeah, and we killed it.
Yeah, we thought the apple pie was gonna be so hard. We're gonna fail this one. And the caramel apples, super simple. It's 2 ingredients. We're gonna kill that one. It was the opposite. The apple pie was great. The caramel apples were a total sloppy, disgusting mess.
Because I think like we were even like, should we even put this up? And I'm like, yes, we're gonna put it up because it's just what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that's good. It's good that you guys still put it up.
Yeah, I mean,
it work.
So
what happened though? What happened? Like, it just came a disaster?
Well, the recipe lied. That's my theory.
No,
we used too much cream, even though the recipe said to use the whole thing in cream, and then it said if you use too much cream, it'll harden, but it didn't harden.
Yeah, so basically our caramel was too watery, and it slid right off the apples. So that was our biggest problem.
Well, Michael appreciates you guys. They stay real within themselves, and they let things roll off their back.
Yeah, I mean, we can take a lot of jokes. We can take a lot of jokes. We can banter.
No, like you said, we really don't take ourselves too seriously. No. We just, we have fun doing this. It is a lot of fun. So, then we just kind of always trying to have a good time, whether we're chatting with people on live streams, doing our videos, it's all about just having fun. And we just hopefully have a good vibe.
Yeah, of course. I think, of course, that's the whole point of it too, right? Just to have fun, or else like, what's the point of anything really if you're not having fun with it? I mean,
yeah, exactly. That's why I go to work for, is to have fun.
That's what work is for.
I die inside 8 hours a day. I get a couple hours of relief when I get home and go on YouTube.
No, I know. It's people say, oh, I want to start YouTube. I tell them, well, make sure you're doing it for you and make sure you're having fun. And I also say, just be consistent. Like, whatever goal you have in mind, even if it's a video every 2 months, just make sure you stick to that.
Exactly.
You're just gonna fall off.
That's the thing. I talk to some people too. Yeah, it's definitely, if people want to start YouTube, it's like, go for it. It's a ton of fun. It's really cool. You don't know where it's gonna go, but realize it is a job. It is commitment. It takes effort and it takes consistency. It's not, you can't just kind of half-ass it.
It's like, I want a daily vlog. It's like, no, you don't. No, you don't.
I
always like cringe really hard every year when you're like, let's do Vlogmas. I'm like, let's not.
That's
Vlogmas? That's just disaster.
I don't want to actually. Disaster. I am so boring that nobody wants to watch a video of what I do all day. Like,
that's the whole point of the vlog is to put your spin on it.
True.
You can do a vlog going out to get Christmas gifts, do a vlog to the LCBO.
He's making it sound so good, guys. Let's do Vlogmas. I'm just kidding.
Vlogmas? No, that's not good.
I'll do Vlogmas if you edit Vlogmas.
There we go. Yeah.
I mostly say it because their like faces go white and they panic. Like, is she being serious? That's funny.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hats off to anybody who daily vlogs. Like,
I don't know how they do it.
Oh, I don't know how you do a daily vlog like that.
Unless you're successful enough where that's your job is daily vlogging.
But and you have a team behind you.
Oh God, yeah.
Well, how many do you see? How many daily vloggers? Well, even like you talking about earlier, like Casey Neistat, like he got burnt out, right? Like it's unsustainable.
Because people always want more too, right? So you start daily vlogging and you're like, oh, well, I'm going on a vacation here, or I'm doing this. And then people are like, oh, it could be like 6 months where they're doing nothing but, regular life stuff. People are like, oh, you're so boring now. So I feel like there's this pressure for daily vlogging to always be
or to be doing some, no one wants, but again, like to
regular stuff.
Mundane.
It's a different way to live. It's a different way to live because you have to plan out the video.
You do
as your life.
Like no one wants to. Hey, I woke up, I had a shower, I had a coffee, I'm going to work for 9 hours. I'm home now, I'm watching Netflix. Bye. That's a boring vlog.
I'm not gonna lie though, I love watching daily vlog channels because I think it's fun. I am totally into like
Kelly's the voyeur.
no, but I love a perfect example is one of the daily vlogs.
Sounds so risque.
He doesn't have daily vlog anymore, but like the Rosh vlog, I watch them all the time, and he daily vlogged for years and years and years, and they were just a regular couple that lived in the States and did regular daily life things. They worked hard and blah blah blah. But I loved it because it was kind of like you could kind of like, oh yeah, they're going out Christmas shopping, and you can kind of put yourself in those. I don't know. It's weird.
But his why was cool, like why he was vlogging. Remember what he said?
This is why.
His why was because basically he didn't really care if anybody watched.
Oh, he just wanted as a video diary.
It's basically like a video like album of his like
for him.
For him. Of him and his family. So you guys go back and watch those videos.
Yeah, but I mean, I low key love that. But I mean, even he got burnt out. I mean, it was a lot. Like especially if you're like working and. It's a lot. And there'd be days where he's like, I literally just did nothing but sleep. But people are like, well, you should have logged something anyway. There's a lot of pressure for daily vlogging.
Yeah, no, it's because like you said, people get used to watching it, right? So it's like every day at 9 a.m. I'm expecting that.
Yeah.
Or whatever time it goes up, It's it's a lot.
It's a lot. And people have a lot of opinions about how you live your life. And I'm not brave enough for that. I mean, we have enough opinions on just, our videos that are non-vloggy. So I couldn't...
No, you open up again because YouTube is
worms.
obviously the comments open to the public, so it's you have to get used to that too. That's again, not everyone's there to cheer you on.
Well, you guys get a like a lot of trolls?
Not too bad. I mean, knock on wood, we're pretty lucky, but we do definitely get
we get some trolls here or there.
Not so bad now, but
what are they saying?
Well, our strategy, I mean, now we're giving it away to all the trolls out there. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, trolls, log off now.
We're not important enough to have trolls follow us around the internet. But, we just, anybody that comes into our live streams, we assume they're there for good intentions until they give us a reason to not be there for good intentions.
Okay.
And nobody's like super, like, it's just, we always welcome everybody until they're
no we just kind of because again sometimes we've done enough live streams that you kind of know you see a name pop up they don't recognize and there's no profile picture and then they kind of start making some comments. You're like, oh, okay, I think I see where this is going, and then they'll say something that's rude and then it's like, okay, see ya, and we just don't say much. Thanks.
Yeah, we don't acknowledge it. You can't engage with them.
No, you can't win. And like even in our comments on our videos, most of them are pretty good. Sometimes YouTube will flag them and then we'll see what they say. But other times we'll just, as long as they're not like offensive, we'll leave them there.
Yeah. We don't
really delete any comments on our videos unless it's like rude or
exactly.
Like most of those get up on YouTube before we ever see them.
If it's like a criticism, like that's fine, I'll leave it up.
Oh yeah, someone tells us we're idiots for doing something wrong. Hey,
fair enough. You call us out on it. We
take it.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
As long as it's somewhat constructive or whatever, it's not just rude and inappropriate.
But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's like super.
No,
lucky.
we are super lucky.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think that's a side people don't really know if they're not on YouTube about, like the troll aspect of people just like keyboard warriors and just like talking smack for no reason, which I find totally weird. But anyway,
it is. There's also a weird side of it too, where where viewers, sometimes they think that they know you because they watch you, right?
Right. Yes.
They see the one video, but they also feel like they're entitled to know everything about you.
Yeah.
And then they get kind of upset if you don't want to share parts of your life online. Right. But I mean, come on, guys, it's a public platform. Like, we've all chosen what to share, not to share. And that's not because we want to be like closed books. It's because of our privacy. And, we have a life behind the camera.
Yeah.
And you can't, you don't know who's watching.
We've gone out some places where we'll shoot videos where we have friends there that are around us, but we won't put them on cameras. Like they're not on YouTube. They choose not to be on this platform, which is fine, but we're not going to.
Yeah, of course.
Put them on our videos and stuff like that. It's like.
Yeah.
And as a viewer of YouTube, I understand because I watch people's videos and I'll have questions about like their life and this and that, but clearly they're not like sharing. And like, but I would never like, ask them that. But like, so I get it from a viewer perspective. It's natural curiosity. But it's like, whoever's making the videos chooses, you know, it's just hard because sometimes people think they know you.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, or they know about your life, or they know about this, and it's like, well, you know what we show you, because it's what we're comfortable showing you. And I said, I get it. It's natural curiosity. Everybody has it. You know, it's like, you know, but I've seen a lot of channels, big channels, small channels, in between channels, where, you know, at one point in time they have shared tons about their personal life, but then as they get more popular, it comes back to bite them in the butt because they've made things public, and then things don't work out in the end, and then it's like,
and it's the internet, you can't take it back.
You can't take it back, and so it's like anything that's personal about, and not, you know, we all share what we want to share about our lives and the people in our lives, but like, you know,
ultimately it has nothing to do with our channel. What we're doing,
we're not a vlog channel.
Yeah, we always say that we're not a, you know, a daily vlogger. You're an open book.
Yeah.
We are not that.
No, and I mean, like,
you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful sometimes, I guess.
Right? I think it's that you have to be careful, and like, let's be real. Like, we're not all living these double fancy lives that nobody knows about. I mean, you know, we're pretty boring people, but I just mean, like, as far as the people in our lives, and like, you know.
Yeah.
It's just, you never, ever, ever, ever know. You could have like a viewership of 2 people, but one of those 2 people could have really not nice intentions. You just don't know.
Yeah.
So
Interesting. Yeah. It's funny that you said about people kind of like expecting you to like share stuff. Like they just think they know you. Because I also watch other vloggers, and they said the same thing, where their audience or their subscriber just feel entitled to like their life.
And I understand, but it's just always like, I get it. Like, but yeah, it's also like, you know, I understand that you want to know that, but you have to understand that, you know, for whatever reason,
there's boundaries.
We don't want to share that.
Yeah, there's boundaries. See, David, I still find it strange if someone comes up to me and talks about a video I've done. It doesn't happen a lot, but it's happened quite a few times. Really interesting.
That's cool. I've never had anyone come up to me and say, "Hey, I've seen a video you did," or "Are you on YouTube?" I've never had it happen.
Same here.
I'm not gonna lie, it makes my like I get sweaty thinking about that. So
I probably just pull the no, I'm not.
no, I'm not. They pull up the video. Nope, that's not me.
That's not me.
I mean, you know, that would be, it'd be cool, but like,
so what do you say when that happens, David? You just like you engage, or what happens? Interesting.
David's pretty recognizable too. He's like a giant guy.
Yeah, I also think it's
he's like 6'8", I think.
6'8".
Big Scotsman.
Yeah, exactly.
I also think it's like really brave of people to come up to people and say, "Oh, you're on this and this," because like I could never do that. So I mean, cool.
Well, that's the thing too. Not everyone. People might recognize someone and not. Yeah. Depending on the person, they may not go up to them and bother them, or you know, say, "Hey, I know you." Or
it's so Canadian, though. It's so Canadian. Let's not bother this person.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like,
so Canadian. It is, Jackie. It is awkward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would imagine it is. I was in a Walmart a few years ago, so asked me if it was me and wanted a selfie. Wow. That's like fame. That's like fame.
I know.
David's
take a selfie with me.
Yeah, we don't know.
Scotland's favorite son.
Yeah. I would like, it would be really cool, but I'm not gonna, like I always tell people, I'm like, I would just be so awkward. Don't judge me.
Yeah.
You're not the bubbly, talkative one like you are on camera.
It would be like so awkward.
There's like, oh yeah, that's actually not us. No, that's someone else.
I would just be like
3 other people.
That's the best YouTube channel ever. I know what you're talking about, but it's not me.
What if they were like, "Hey, are you so and so for the channel?" My fear is they're gonna be like, "You suck," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I would cry."
You said hi to just tell me I suck.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Did you want a selfie?
Oh my god.
Want some share?
I mean, I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I mean, it would be really cool, but yeah, I mean, we're pretty like teeny tiny, so
yeah, interesting.
Yeah, it'd be weird, but it definitely has not happened yet in the last. So doing this a couple years now, still remains anonymous on the streets.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen, guys. I think it's gonna happen.
I know.
Yeah, and interesting. Like people just feel like entitled about like, oh yeah, don't you aren't you gonna? It's like no. Boundaries, guys. Boundaries.
And that's what it is. I think it's just boundaries. Because I mean, look, like from when we started our channel to now, like we were like, full disclosure, like I should only speak for myself, but I think we've had conversations about this. But full disclosure, like I was nervous for anybody to like know anything about me.
Yeah.
Because I was a very big YouTube watcher. I watched Like I've watched everything on YouTube, and I watched like really popular super train wreck people that have tons of trolls and haters and this and that. I've watched this, and so like I was super like, oh my gosh,
You used
like,
a fake name to start. You were Sally.
no, I wasn't. But I was super scared about that because I was like, oh no. And I mean, now, like, you know, we still protect our privacy a lot, but like, you know, I think we're just a lot more, I think
we're just more
we're
cognizant
also
of it.
cognizant and aware, and like, just know that you never know who's watching.
No, no, exactly. And like Garrett said too, it's on the internet, so it's out there forever.
Yeah.
That's it too.
You never know who's watching, and it's all. I mean, it could be negative, but it also could be positive because you just never know that one person may be like, who knows, the president of the United States. You don't know.
Right?
So,
Yeah, exactly.
You never know. You never know.
You never know who's going to see your videos.
Do you guys think that Ryan Reynolds watches our videos?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, totally.
100%. Right?
Ryan Reynolds.
Subscriber.
He's probably one of the ones.
Him and Gosling.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, I'll take.
Ryan Reynolds over Ryan Gosling.
Gosling, not a fan, I guess.
Really?
No,
Interesting.
I mean, heck, like Lively's gorgeous. I'll take her too. But yeah, it's a fun. It's because it's also really easy to get comfortable though, and forget that you don't have to watching. It's really easy to get comfortable.
Yeah. It's a good tip. It's a good tip for people out there.
You can't spend so much energy being paranoid either.
No,
right?
you can't. But that's my point. Is at the beginning I was.
Yeah.
Now I'm not so much.
You were pretty bad when we
I
first
was
started.
really scared. I was scared. I didn't know. I was like, I have no idea. Like, what if people hate us and want to like leave dog poop on our doorstep?
After a few videos or live streams where we had some serious chats between the three of us to who said or shouldn't have said stuff.
I was nervous. Like I fully admit it. I was super, super nervous about it. And like, you know, I think it's just because I was thinking worst case scenario and whatever. But like as you get more comfortable doing it, you still like, you know, you're still aware, but you're not as like
Yeah.
Well,
you guys ever go back and watch your old videos?
Hell no.
Absolutely not.
You guys don't do that, eh?
Awkward they are.
No, there's a couple of our old videos I don't mind.
Oh yeah.
For the most part, I don't go back and watch the old videos.
No, eh?
No.
Other than
you guys should do that on like a live one time and go
We
to
did.
all this stuff.
We watched our very first vlog once.
Yeah.
I think on one of our anniversary streams. It was like our 3rd anniversary on YouTube or something.
Right, yeah.
We went back and watched our first video.
Yeah.
And it was so I was dying inside.
Amazing.
It's actually a pretty good video for not knowing what the hell we're doing.
It wasn't bad.
No. I mean, that's
sense.
they were,
Michael's asking, what's the worst thing you said regret?
I don't think I have anything that I regret saying or like have said. Like I think if I did, it would be something that I've said about somebody else that isn't public, right? But I think I'm pretty good. Like I don't even say people's names anymore as far as like friends or you know my siblings or my family members. Like I just don't say names. It's just easier. But I don't think I've said anything I regret.
No, I think we're pretty good. You know, yeah. Nothing off the top of my head, at least. That.
And if I've ever said anything like offensive, it's always been intentional. But I don't think I have. People would have called us out for that for sure.
I think so.
I mean, I did. Wait. I did insult the whole country of Jamaica.
You did actually.
I did.
You did?
I did. Somebody told me I insulted the whole country of Jamaica.
It was because you didn't like one of the dishes we tried.
Oh, you didn't. Was it oxtail?
It was oxtail. It was oxtail, and you were a little nervous to try because you're like, oxtail sounds, you were familiar with it.
Yeah.
And because you were a little like skittish to try it, someone got super offended and said you offended like the
entire country.
I regret.
No, you didn't. Did you?
Yeah.
Another interesting point. I know I'm like whatever, but I'm kind of going down this rabbit hole. Another interesting point that we found doing this channel with like having guys and a girl do it is that any sort of negative comments about people specifically are always targeted at the females and myself.
You get a lot more hate than me and Steve do.
Definitely, yes. Yeah.
I don't know if it's just like because I'm a girl and people think
you get referred to as the woman a lot.
I mean, I get referred to a lot more vulgar than the woman, but yeah.
That happens?
People just
that happens, eh?
Not again, knock on wood, not very often.
It hasn't been in a while.
Usually if there's something that's going to be flagged by YouTube, it's directed at Miss Kelly here.
Yeah, I think it's just because
why can't people be nice?
I don't know.
People be nice.
Well, that's what I've always said. Like, I mean, I've been watching YouTube for years, and I don't think I've ever commented on a video I've seen plenty of videos that I thought were terrible, I didn't enjoy or whatever, but I just
before it was a
moved
YouTuber,
on.
before it was on YouTube, I would just like, yeah, exactly. I never commented. I just,
move on,
if I didn't like a video, I just moved on. I was like, whatever, I'm on to the next thing.
Yeah.
I didn't think to stop and tell them like, you're stupid because of A, B, and C. Like,
oh, Scott's here.
Hey, Scott, what's going on, man?
Yeah, I think, but I mean, those comments were sort of more like a while ago. Like now we hardly get any like negative comments that like mean comments. Like, you know, people will be like, "Oh, you suck because you said that wrong," and I'm like, "No, you're right. We do suck because we said it wrong, right?" Like it's like whatever.
Yeah. Sometimes we
goof. As far as like hateful, just like mean comments, it's been a really long time.
No, we're lucky that the comments we get, 99% of them are good, helpful, friendly, whatever.
Yeah, that's what you want, right?
Yeah, no, we've been really lucky. I mean, there are a bunch of them here tonight with us, which is awesome. But we really met a lot of great people to this channel.
It's solid crew with you guys.
Well, like really quickly, I mean, you know, Mike came to our channel and he admits this. He came to our channel initially as a troll. I mean,
did you, Mike?
Yeah, he was a troll, and he got blocked a few times.
He did. He was my first and only ban.
David's first.
Well, that worked.
David's first block as a mod was Mike.
Yeah, that's true.
He came in, and I mean, he was like a. Sorry, Mike. Don't mean to offend your trollness. He was like a tame troll, just kind of more like a pesky little mosquito that just kind of like wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
And but then I think that we won him over with our charming personality, and he realized, hey, these guys aren't so bad.
Maybe he's just playing the long game.
Maybe, but that's fine. But now he's one of our biggest supporters.
No,
so
yeah, he's been.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she's a channel member.
And
now.
that's why I say we always give everybody who comes in like a chance, because even if you're trolly, depending on how, if you're like depending.
Some people come in with their own expectations and preconceived notions of what you are.
Oh
right?
yeah. And once they realize you're not, but you know, look, Mike's still here, so.
Oh, what a story that is!
It's a fun story. Yeah, Mike is
a fun story.
Yeah, he was a troll.
There's a whole character arc to who Mike is.
Yeah, it's a whole character arc.
There is, yeah.
Amazing, guys.
But I think that, you know, we just sort of maintained who we were. We just whatever, and you know, invited him in, and you know, kept saying like, hey, like you're welcome to stay in chat. Just don't be douchey. And you know, I think that he realized that we were just like nice people.
He's even saying he's reformed. I'm reformed, so they think not. They were connected to a channel I don't like, and they changed my heart.
Yeah, and that's and fair enough. Like you know, a lot of people thought we were connected, and we weren't, and it, you know, we kind of got side trolls, but I think a lot of them have realized that we are our own people, and
yes.
So that's fine. But no, I mean, like I said, Mike's now a channel member, so
shout out, Mike. Way to go.
Yeah.
And he's saying blocked on 80% of channels, 80% of accounts are blocked on the Trips channel.
Wait, notice he's like, this is the Mike Joyce the fourth.
Yeah.
I think 1 through 3 got blocked on our channel.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's actually kind of a fun story, because it's like, you know, we didn't rage at him and like get mad at him and kick him out. We were just like, again, in Mike's situation too, like it was more of like we kind of knew why he was coming in and being a troll, and we were just like, you know, it's not the case. Come to your own conclusion, see who we are, and then you'll know. And then look what happened.
No, it's a good tip for people. Like, don't rush to conclusion. Just, you know, ask them what's going on and see if you can kind of change their ways, right?
Especially if you think like, you know, a lot of times people think you're connected to channels and they may not like the channel and this and that, and it's like not all the time. It's like it's like we don't like, we're on our own island, and I think that's one thing that we also said too, like early-ish on. We're like, no, we're gonna be on our own island, and we're gonna like support channels and whatever, but like we're on our own island. We're not connected or attached to anybody.
No, exactly. Yeah, we just kind of do our own thing.
And you have to be that way, I think, because there's a lot of like behind the scenes drama that happens on YouTube that I had no idea about.
No,
and just stay out of it. Live on your own island and do your own thing.
Yeah, no, it's good. good tip, I think, for people that want to start or have started or whatever the case is, right? Because as Steve said, it's a marathon, right? So
and don't get caught up in all the stuff that's not important.
No,
That's the
exactly.
thing, like
just focus on your content, focus on your videos, and do the best you can, and that's the path to success.
Stay the drama and focus on your own journey.
Yeah. Everybody's journey is different. Oh, David, I don't blame you. Our finger still hovers too. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's hovering right now.
Yeah. But it was so exciting because David is one of our mods, and like I said, our chats are usually super like easy, and he was waiting for so long to be able to get his first block in, and Mike was his first block.
Wow,
it was very exciting.
Wow, love it. It's a great story, guys. I like that story a lot.
Yeah, Paul has really good content, Mike. He puts a lot of time into
check it out, guys.
Yeah, check me out. I don't know. For me, it's like I said at the start, it's like I make it because I want to make it. Like it's not like every video I've made, I've wanted to do it. It's not like I've been forced to do it. I feel like I have to do it. Like, there's a difference between thinking you have to do it versus just wanting to do it. And I think it just comes across in the whole overall production, right?
100%, yeah.
Because like, I didn't go to school for this. I went to the Toronto School of Art for a summer course in editing, and that was it.
Wow.
And good luck.
Yeah.
I always tell people it's like doing YouTube is like 12,000 jobs in one.
Yeah. You wear a lot of hats for sure.
And it's impossible to be good at all of them. Like I have my strengths, I have my weaknesses. So focus on your strengths, try to get better at your weaknesses, and just keep going. And you never know what's going to happen, right? But
I think one of the biggest, who am I to give advice? But one of the biggest things I can say to anybody who's watching or anybody out there that doesn't have a YouTube channel, that wants to start a YouTube channel, just start.
Just do it.
Yeah, just start. It's not going to be perfect off the top.
Just start.
Film on your phone. Use CapCut to edit. It's all free.
Totally.
That's
it.
Just start.
Done is better than
say phone. CapCut. Go.
Yep.
There's always a million reasons why not to, or like you don't have this, you don't have that, but no, just start.
We all want the new Sony, but no one's got 10 grand. So
no, exactly. You don't. And the thing is, honestly, most people really, you don't even need it anymore. With phones and stuff like that, they're so good.
You don't need it. Like the trick is like we said at the start, you got to be consistent with whatever you're doing. I mean, people like anyone can make one video, but can you make 10, or can you make 20, or can you make 30?
And hitting publish on that first video takes a lot of guts.
It's scary. Not everyone's cool with it. Not everyone's cool with that.
No, it is scary. But if anyone has a desire to do it, do it.
Yeah.
The worst thing that happens is nothing.
Yeah, nobody watches.
It's probably what's going to happen because nobody's watching.
Exactly. That's where the grind begins.
Nobody's going to watch your first video except for your friends. That's it. But that's not bad.
No, it's not bad. That's where everyone starts. Family and friends. That's where it starts, and then you just keep going, right? Like it's just, it's almost like you're building a business.
Yeah.
Think of it as a business. You're building a business. So it's going to take a little bit of time, right? But
exactly.
You're building a business by yourself, or three people in this case. But
yeah.
And it's definitely
Love the tips, guys. I don't want to take up too much of your time, so we're up against the hour. So, what do you guys have planned for like the holidays for content wise, or can you say anything about that, or is it on the download right now?
Well, I think like some of our viewers who are here now, we've gotten super busy, so we've cut off our Friday live streams till the new year.
Okay.
So we cut that off. But as far as content, we're obviously doing regular content in December. I think we may
shoot something tomorrow night.
We may have
some vloggy style stuff.
We may have a couple less videos than a full month's worth. We don't know. We're trying not to burn out because I know we're all pretty stretched in every aspect of our life right now. So we're trying not to get to the point where we want to like throw the camera and be like, screw this.
Yep.
So we're kind of, testing it out and seeing how we can get to the new year without,
Yeah, so we definitely have we got some videos planned. There's stuff on the calendar. Like you said, tomorrow night we're heading out and
a fun holiday vlog.
Yeah, Christmas themed videos are being shot as we speak.
I'm just going to say really quickly, we also, are working on something cool for the new year. So stay tuned, guys. That's all we can say.
You're working on something cool for the new year?
Yeah.
That's right. We got
something big?
Some things are cooking. They're brewing right now.
Yeah. It's a lot of There'd be a lot of investment of time into it. So that's also why we're kind of like, balancing act, but I think we're all really excited. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
How's
That's
that for
intriguing, guys? I'd love to have you back on after you made that announcement.
Yeah,
it was fun, Paul. Thanks for having us. It was great.
Yeah, it's great. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time. People in the chat, Spotify, Google, wherever this thing is, go check out the. If you guys like food, and who doesn't, go check them out and subscribe, and do all the YouTube things because it's a lot of fun. So, thanks everyone for watching, listening, and any final words, guys, for the audience?
Thank you.
Just thank you. This has been a lot of fun. Never been on a podcast before.
Yeah, it was
awesome. This is your first time on a podcast?
Yeah, first time ever.
Oh, okay.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Cool.
Yeah, no, that was fun. It was a lot of fun.
It's definitely a lot of fun. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, and just thank you to Paul, and for anybody out there who, I know you guys probably all know Paul's content, but if not, he's an awesome creator, and he's a big supporter of us, and we're just as big of a supporter of him. And thank you.
Literally.
Thank you to everybody out there who, even spends 30 seconds looking at our stuff. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Awesome, guys. All right. We'll see you next week. Have a great evening.
Take care, everybody.
Bye. Have a good week, everyone.